All right, let's talk about classes in Python. So a class is basically just going to be what's often referred to as sort of a blueprint for creating new objects. I'm sure you've worked with some sort of classes in other programming languages, so we'll skip over kind of the basic definitions and show you how they work in Python here. So in order to create a class, we're going to use the class keyword. So we're going to come in like this and say class. And let's say we wanted to create an animal class. So we'll say class animal like this. And like our other Python syntax, we'll just do the colon there. And then we'll come down below here. And now we're going to add a method that you'll have basically every class you write. So in order to write a method on your classes, we're just going to define that. So def, and we're going to go underscore underscore init like this. And this is the syntax you're going to use basically every single time you write a class. Now, the first argument for this init method here is going to be self like this. Now, self is just going to reference the current object, and that's going to be the first argument in basically every method you write inside of your classes. So we'll do that, and then let's add a couple more things that we might want for our animal class. So something like, let's say we'll have a weight and we'll have a species like this. Okay. So now we have a few things. We'll add our colon here and finish off this method here. Now we have to reference self here. So we're going to say self.weight like this. And then we can set that equal to whatever we want. And we're going to set that equal though to whatever we pass in here. So weight. So this is going to be equal to this. And then we're going to do the same self.species. And this is going to be initially set. So we could set this to something different if we want, but it makes most sense often to just set it like this. So species like this. Now we're going to come down here below this, and here we're going to create another method, and we're just going to call it create. So def create like this. And inside here again, we're going to pass in that self argument just like before. Then come down below here, and we're going to print out here. We'll just say print. And we're going to do an f string, which we went over in other video. And we'll just say this. And then in here, we'll say self.species like this. And then we'll just say ways. And then we will do another curly braces here. Except we're going to close this off, so make sure you do that. And then we'll do another curly braces here. Self dot weight like this, and close that off. And then we'll just finish this with just LBS to give the pounds there. Okay, so that is what our f string is going to look like there. Now, if we come down, we can come down below this here. All right, so then we can come down here, and we're going to create a new instance of this class. So let's say we want to create a dog. So we'll say dog like this, and then we'll say animal like so, and we'll pass in whatever we want. So we can have a weight and a species. So for the weight, we'll just say 30. And then for the species, we'll say dog like this. And then we can come down and make sure we do an equals here. And then come down below this, and we can just say dog.create like this. Okay, and we can call that. And right now we're getting this error animal is not defined because this is inside the scope of our class. So come back here, make sure this is not inside the scope, and you should be good. Go ahead and save that, and then we can come and run this. Now we get this here, this dog weighs 30 pounds. And again, we could just pass in something different here. So the main takeaway from this video, I think, is this def init method that you're going to use basically on every single class you create. So this is basically your constructor function here. And you're just going to reference self, which is a reference to the animal object here. All right, so that is how you create classes. We're going to have much more in future videos about classes, but this will get you started in how the syntax looks for that. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.